down so much.
Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the podcast. Here we have Nick, Maya Toffler, Rocco Ramos, and Austin Brown. All right, welcome. You guys are Sleeveless Jacket.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you started as a group.
Let's go first.
Well, we all met at School Rock because we all play at School Rock, and then we wanted to play more of our own songs that we choose, so then we decided to start a band on the side. That's kind of how it started, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you guys come up with the name Sleeveless Jacket?
Okay, so I'll tell the story. So we do School of Rock and we do performance groups a lot. And for one of the performance groups, we had to dress up as people from the 70s or something, or the 60s or whatever.
It was for a Who themed show.
Oh, interesting.
And so I was talking to Maya, and I was telling her what I was going to wear, and I forgot the name of a vest. So I was struggling to find the words to describe what I was wearing, which was a vest. So I came up with Sleeveless Jacket.
And then I ridiculed him for it, and
everyone did. Everyone
Yeah.
ridiculed me for it.
because I told everyone. And then I was like, we should name our band that, and everyone said no. And then we did.
Right?
Yeah.
Somewhat, right?
So what all instruments do you guys play?
I play guitar in this band.
Andy sang.
Yeah, that's true.
I play drums.
And I play bass and I sing.
That's cool. Are there any other members of your band that are not currently present?
Yes. Funny you should mention. Julian Velasco's in this band. He plays
really?
guitar. And he was not present today because he has work.
Okay.
Okay, not to throw any shade.
He works at the movie theater. It's true.
So do you guys do cover songs, write your own songs, or do both?
We do both.
We do both.
Okay.
So what do you find has been your biggest inspiration for writing your own songs and performing them?
Austin writes most of our stuff, so I think he should
Yeah.
answer that.
Yeah, right now.
Inspiration. Well, I think one really big influence I have is Mr. Gemco here at York.
Of course.
Because freshman year, I took music production, both semesters, and he's always just pushed me to keep on writing, to keep on trying to make what I have the best I can. And I think that has really come a long way in the things I'm doing today in Sleeveless Jacket.
Yeah, I find it's really good to find your niche. Like, if you don't find your creative spark or your niche at all, you're just not going to be successful.
No.
I always hear from everyone, Mr. Gemco is the best. We heard that from Ben,
Yes.
right? So everyone thinks, and the music production classes are super helpful. I've been through all three of them, in fact. So I definitely agree. So, like, what would you consider your genre if you do have one? Is it rock or something else?
Rock.
Yeah, I would
It's kinda
consider it rock.
straightforward
Yeah,
rock.
a lot of our covers are 90s rock.
Alternative rock.
Yeah,
Okay.
90s rock, so it's a good time.
it's a
Yeah.
great time,
That's why we picked it.
yeah.
So besides writing songs, what's been your favorite song to cover, or maybe even just band or album?
For a little bit, we were playing Rusty Cage by Soundgarden, and I really liked playing that one. So it was hard, but it was really cool. But it's in a weird tuning, so we don't play it anymore.
I'm trying to think. You
Honestly, I think one of my favorite songs I played in this band has been Interstate Love Song by Stone Temple Pilots, because
I knew you were gonna
it's
say
just like, it just has such an energy to it. I feel like everyone has a lot of fun playing it, and we can all really connect.
We're always on our toes, because I always feel like I'm going to forget the form of it while we're playing it, too, because it's weird.
Yeah, I'd say one of my favorite songs is definitely Suck My Kiss by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh my god, that reminds me of a story.
Tell us.
Do tell.
Yeah, Austin, tell the story.
Okay, I think we should take turns telling it. So, it all started last year. Natalie Ricker was in our band, and she was the singer until she left for college. And we decided to play that song in the Commons during lunch one period. And
Maya?
And Natalie was singing it, and one of the deans came up because she misheard some of the lyrics, and she thought that we were saying things that were not being said. and it was very scary.
What
Yeah.
what did the dean do?
She didn't do. She like came up and looked very angry and talked to Natalie.
She like pulled her off in the middle of the song, like we're all still
Yeah.
Wow.
playing.
That's so incredibly crazy.
Because
Yeah.
we're just like, we didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, it was scary. So we don't play that song anymore.
But also, like, we told her, like, she wasn't mad at us once we told her what was
Yeah,
going
clarification.
Yeah.
She didn't think we were saying "suck my kiss."
Anyways,
Where do you find, like, what has been your favorite artist? Like, what has been your biggest pop culture inspiration, not just people who aren't famous, per se?
on. Like in terms of writing or in terms of playing songs
Any.
or what?
Listening.
Anywhere.
Oh boy. I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot. Like I feel like the way I play and the things I listen to are just a culmination of everyone around me and everything that I've ever listened to and anyone I've ever talked to. Like I know since meeting Austin, it's completely expanded my musical horizons, at least definitely to the 90s and stuff. He's shown me a lot of things. And also since meeting Rocco. So like everyone, I guess. Everyone influences me.
So are you guys planning on doing the album project this year?
yes.
Yes.
Do you have any songs in mind so far?
We have a couple we could choose from. Definitely. We haven't narrowed it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how
Well, that
long have
one-
you guys been together and performing as a band?
For a little more than a year now. Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us about any upcoming shows or maybe your favorite past shows?
Any past gigs?
Yeah.
Fests you've played at?
Well, our upcoming show right now is a little thing called Lobster Fest. We're playing with another band called The Lobsters, and it's in one of the members' basements. I'm excited for that show.
Okay.
November 9th.
Yeah,
Have the address?
It's around 7.
Is everyone
There's
invited?
a poster in Mr. Gemko's
Okay.
room.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
hanging
go
up.
see Mr. Gemko's room.
Which
Apparently
day?
there's
November
gonna be-
9th?
Yeah, November
Yeah.
9th, next.
Apparently, real
Saturday.
lobsters are going to be there.
That's great.
In addition to
Lobster
the real
races.
thing. Yeah.
That's pretty
Interesting.
exciting.
Lobster
Maybe not
Fest.
all of them. Might
That's
make
really
it.
exciting. Wow.
What has been your favorite gig or place to perform at?
We've done Fisher Farm in Bensonville twice now, which is just fun because it's right towards the beginning of the school year, and it's that perfect little time of the year when it's right in between fall and summer. So it's really nice weather, and it's always fun because I think it was the first gig that we played together last year, and then it was our first one this year of kind of getting back into the swing of things. So it's just kind of good memories. I like it.
Yeah, we also have played at some block parties, and I really liked the one on Hawthorne Avenue. And yeah, it was in the driveway of Maya's house,
Address, please.
No.
and
Not
I
necessary.
thought it was really fun, just because I felt like at that moment we all really had a moment together.
And it was cool because that was the first and only gig that we've done so far where we were totally in charge of our own gear and everything. So I think it really felt like our own. It was a lot of work, especially with the drums, but I don't know. It was special.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorites?
I don't know. I think the most fun one might have been the talent show, even though I don't think that really counts
It
as
does
a gig.
count, yeah,
I
it
mean,
does count.
yeah, we don't play our own set, but like one song on that stage with that many people, like it's a rush.
What song did you play last year?
We played "Good Times, Bad Times" by Led Zeppelin.
Okay. Are you planning on doing any Fine Arts Week events this year?
Yes,
Yes.
We're planning on doing
I think it's best left a surprise.
LP project.
Okay. Ooh. You're making an album?
We're gonna try to.
We're trying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we're working
That is really
towards
cool.
it.
All original music, or
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Oh, wow.
originals, yeah.
That's gonna be good.
make sure you put it out there, and
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
How have you felt that the York Music Department has influenced you and guided you towards where you are now and towards the future?
I mean, just in the most basic way, it's given us a place to actually be able to practice with each other, which pretty much means everything. Because it's so much more difficult when you have to take everyone and go somewhere else and set up things somewhere else.
Oh yeah, definitely even with this, and like if I want to film something for YTV, it is so hard to set up like maybe even at least 2 people or 5 people, because I don't see them technically I do see them every day, but I'm not like close friends with them where I can like directly contact them and say, hey, can you do this? But so it is hard to get together at these times.
Yeah, absolutely. So just
for any group.
Yeah, so us just already all being at school and then practicing, right after school on Thursday. You don't have to go anywhere. Everything's already right here. That's incredibly helpful. And then just Mr. Gimko in general. Just like, what do you guys need? Can I help you with anything?
Yeah.
And just knowing that you have that kind of support behind you, it also makes all the difference in the world too.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Do you have any fun stories that you'd like to share?
Oh boy. We're going to sound not fun if we don't have any.
No.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
How do you guys find your creative spark for maybe 1 song or 2 songs, or maybe even just your general niche for music?
I'm sorry. Can you rephrase the question?
How do you guys find like your creative spark for a song? Like what gives you the idea for a song and like to continue that idea?
Oh, it all just comes really spontaneously. I mean, a lot of times I just get something into my head just out of seemingly nowhere. Then I pull up my voice memos on my phone, then I just like play it on the guitar, and then I may not even touch it for like months, but then later I figure out like something that can go into it, like something it can be turned into. And then a lot of times I spend a pretty long time developing lyrics and other parts of the song. And it's all, I have like no organization to it. It's all just very, whenever I get that sudden burst of realization.
It's a very interesting way. Most people think something happened or I'll go back to this, but no, that's very interesting.
Exactly.
It's just all like coming together and then it finally just comes out as a
Voice memos
song.
are so convenient. I also use them, like, if I just have some random idea on the guitar, I'll just play like it and just record it. And I've even heard, like, of really good, famous musicians that have literally said in interviews, like, oh, yeah, when I have an idea on the plane or something, I just pull up my voice memos and record it, and then I might not come back to it for a few months, but at least I have the idea. So that's really convenient. And, even if there's not a lot of organization involved in songwriting, it's still a process. It takes a long time sometimes, writing lyrics and developing all the parts of the song, and the recording process takes a long time. So yeah, well, based on recording, so how have you guys used programs at York? Which program do you like to use?
Logic
Do you use
Pro,
Logic Pro?
Garage
Logic
Band.
Pro.
Do you have Logic at any of your houses?
I do, but I don't have the equipment to actually be able to do anything with it, which I didn't realize before I spent the $200 on it.
It is difficult because you need like mics and like Focusrites or something like that to connect. So it's kind
Yeah,
of
I was going
hard
to
process.
get into it, and I don't even realize I don't even have a MIDI keyboard, so
Oh, you definitely need a MIDI
yeah,
keyboard
that's
first
the
up.
big USB keyboard.
Yeah, I use everything MIDI, but you don't need a MIDI keyboard because I just like draw in all the notes.
Yeah,
It's
Austin
cheating.
writes all of our songs, all the songs that he writes. Like he'll write them, and then he'll send us a recording of it, and everything's on MIDI. And then he's like, "Here is what you can learn if you want to learn it." It's really helpful. I'm like, "Oh, I can't quite catch that." And then I'm like, "Can you just send me an isolated track of the bass there?" And he's like, "Yes, of course." It's awesome. Yeah.
And then sometimes like I just get things in my head, and then immediately I can like write the whole song in like 30 minutes. So it's not always just a super long time, and I think Logic is a very useful program for that, where I can figure out how everything would sound together. Like, you can always know what something sounds like on an acoustic guitar, but you never know what it sounds like when it's in a whole band.
Yeah, so
And to kind of end things, how long have each of you been playing your respective instruments?
I've been playing bass for about 3 years.
About 4 or 5 years.
I've been playing guitar for about 7 years.
Wow.
jacket, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not fair.
You can just like take a little bit of that.
So, thanks so much for being on the podcast.
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Sleeveless Jacket. Thank you for joining us.